Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Listen, folks, thank you for bearing with me. As I say all the time, if you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and remember, this is supposed to be listened to. But I want to say this. If you have any void in your life, that void can only be filled with Christ. Listen, folks, WWE has been in a trough period. Okay, we have SummerSlam coming up, and yet nothing that I see is intriguing. I don't care about Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. The Obafemi and Brock feud has cooled off because of the bad booking and segments. Austin Theory and the feud with Otis, yes, it gets heat, but it is sad seeing where Braun Breaker once was and now where he is. So, folks, today I'm going to talk to you about the future. Today I'm going to talk to you about the person that can reach that stardom that we are missing. Today I'm going to talk to you about the person who can be that star. We had our Hulk Hogans, we had our John Cenas, we had our Rocks, we had our Stone Colds, and we had now the person to lead us in the future. I almost said we had Roman Reigns. I guess I would classify Roman Reigns there because he has transcended the stratosphere on what it means to be a star in WWE. But there's one man in which is there. There's one man in which can reach that mountain. There's one man that deserves that spot, who can reach stardom but is held down. It is L.A. Knight. Yeah, it's L.A. Knight. And the reason why L.A. Knight is there is because let me turn the dial back a bit. If you guys remember, you remember the Daniel Bryan story, right? The fans wanted him. It was a big thing. Bryan finally got his moment, and it was this cathartic moment which people were jumping up out of their seats. Woohoo, this is so great. But I within myself knew this ain't gonna last. And I knew that because Daniel Bryan, as great as he was as a babyface, he is not a transcendent star. That is the difference between him and L.A. Knight. The fans want L.A. Knight, but L.A. Knight within himself can hold his own. L.A. Knight can transcend what it means to be a wrestler. There's only a few in that category. I just told you guys. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, Rock, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. There's only a few you can say, this guy transcended wrestling. Roman, through all his strength, he hasn't transcended as much as the other ones. You can even make that argument that Ric Flair has, because almost everybody knows who Ric Flair is. They know his catchphrase. They know he's willing and dealing. They know he's all about the material. And so when we think about these stars, you think about people who can transform wrestling, who can have their eras, who can have these things. The territory eras were dominated by people like Jerry the King Lawler, dominated by people like Roman Reigns and Dusty Rhodes, dominated by individuals like Terry Funk, dominated during that time. You then go into WWE, you see Hulk Hogan dominating for years, then reinventing himself for the NWO. You see The Rock, you see Stone Cold, you see all these people. And nowadays, in our modern wrestling, we don't have that anymore. There's nobody who truly stands out. There's nobody who you look and say, oh my goodness, this guy is magic. There's something different about this guy. I don't see that in Seth Rollins. And unfortunately, as good as Austin Theory is, I don't see that in Austin Theory. I don't see that in Braun Breaker. I don't see that in any of these people. You have these bastions of the past who kind of hold these positions. Brock is one of them. Brock is a freak athlete. But the thing that makes Brock is because nobody has done what this man has done. That's why he's such a threat. That's why when you hear that little sound effect, you go crazy because you're, oh, here comes Brock. And there's not a lot of people like that. And L.A. Knight is one of them. But unfortunately, L.A. Knight has been held down. And I think it's purposeful. As much respect as Triple H thinks about when talking to LA Knight, I think Triple H has a little, I don't know, he just doesn't see LA Knight as a star. And I think that's evident. Because no matter how good LA Knight does, no matter how good he does on his promos, no matter the reactions he's always losing. He's always getting roped back into this stagnant thing. It's like they want to keep him buried down in this position and don't want him to transcend. How are you going to give a title shot in the big 2026 to Sami Zayn and allow him to win the title title, but don't allow LA Knight to win a world championship. And time is ticking. It's ticking by. I believe LA Knight is a main event star that can transcend what it means. I think LA Knight is marketable in terms of a wide range of audience, the Tonight shows, all those things. LA Knight is marketable, just as Cody Rhodes is. But the difference between Cody and the difference between LA Knight is LA Knight has that mainstream appeal. I believe Cody does too, but I believe we'll truly see the transcendent nature of Cody Rhodes when he becomes the full-fledged golden boy, when he turned heel. But until that, I think LA Knight is the biggest star, and I think there needs to be more of a focus. He cut a promo about a couple weeks ago, that was so good. He said, I must rise because you can't stop me. He said, everybody, you come out with your boring, same thing. That's how you get him over. Allow him to comment on the current day product. Allow him to go back. I remember Stone Cold would just be beating people up for the sake of beating people up. That's what made Stone Cold Stone Cold. And we can make LA Knight by doing the things that are antithetical to the formulaic nature of current WWE. Let him get outside the bounds of the line. That is how you build your next big star. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And let me know what you guys think. Is LA Knight the new biggest breakout star? Or do you think Triple H will bury him under the ground?